Hi everybody, how you doing? Mark here. Everyone alright out there? Yeah? You all okay? Cool, cool. Ah, 1 day to go. 1 day to go. 1 day. Until LSCC. Everything has arrived. Everything has turned up. Now all I've got to do is just get myself sorted out. Figure out, finally, make it down, whittle it down to the last few bits and pieces that I actually want to get signed. And then it's all done. Quick little vlogging thing. What have I done? Absolutely nothing today. Actually, that's a bit of a lie. I went into town this morning with my butter one, and he bought me a birthday breakfast, which was fantastic. Thank you very much for that, man. Really appreciate that. It's really cool of you. And in a moment, I shall be toodling off to get ready to have a pre-con all-you-can-eat Chinese in town. We've got Mahoney from the Mahoney Show, my butter one there. We've got Mr. Wolf and myself, and we're all going to get there, and we're all going to eat ourselves and eat our own weight in Chinese food. It's going to be good. Little do they know, I can prove it. I just thought I'd show you what I'm going to be taking to the con, and how what my way of thinking is to getting signatures at the comic book convention. Now, if I'm honest, these were the sort of things that I've whittled stuff down to. Right, I've got this stack here. Yep. I've got this stack here. I've got this stack here. And I've got this stack here. Now, all this together, I'm gonna be weighed down with a lot of books. Okay, I'm not going to be able to bring back anything of my own, let alone all the other stuff that I'm going to be taking there with me to get signed. So rather than taking everything that I've got for people that are there at the convention to get signed, I'm trying to maximise the amount of signatures I get per book. So if oh sorry, itchy nose. If there's more than one person there on a book, or if I know that I should be able to get a second signature on the book at a point in the future, I'm going to take that book. Now, case in point, I've got these ones here. Now, last year, Ian Churchill, yes, Ian Churchill, and Jonathan Ross was there, and they were signing for Revenge and everything else. Now, I had the first issue signed of that, and that was the first print and the Forbidden Planet exclusive print, which I believe was drawn by Jonathan Ross himself. I've got these. I've got a first print, which I think is the second print, the retro cover. So I'm going to get that signed by both Ian Churchill and Jonathan Ross. I've also got issue. It's here somewhere. It is issue 2. Issue 2. Yeah. Also got issue 3 and issue 4. Now that would now mean, and plus as well as that, Adam, my butter one, he's got me a cover as well to get signed from, which I think is the cover B. It's the one with the midget guy in it. It's in the book. He's on the cover of that one. So I've got these comics. That would be the complete set, signed, as far as I know, by everybody involved with the comic. Okay, so that's what I mean by maximising the amount of signatures I get for the books I have. I want to get at least 2 signatures, or have an idea that I'm going to be able to get signatures on. Plus, as well as that, I'm not taking comics that I feel will benefit anything from being signed. So with Garth Ennis, I'm not taking Preacher #1, Hitman #1, any of my Punisher Max or the Punisher Marvel Knights he did. So I won't be taking any of those. I'll stick these up here. But as well as that, with Ian Churchill, he also did Marine Man. I've got the first issue of that, which I thought was brilliant. So I'm going to get him to sign that as well, because he's basically the only person on here. There's a few people. There's Nicholas Chapus, Richard Starkins, Jimmy Betancourt, and J.G. Rochelle, but they're the interior colouring, lettering, and design. But Ian Churchill basically did the story, the art, the cover, and the interiors on this. So, I'm going to get him to sign that, and it's one comic done, dusted for one signature. So there's that. Now, Garth Ennis. Yeah, I'm not taking my Preacher #1. I'm not taking Hitman #1. I'm not taking any of the Punisher Max or Punisher Marvel Knights that he did. I'm not taking any of the Spider-Man Tangle Webs that he did, or I'm trying to think what else. What else have you done? I'm not taking there's a lot of Garth Ennis stuff I've got in here that I could quite easily take. I could at least take a rather big van worth of Garth Ennis comics with me to get him to sign. I'm not going to do that because a lot of the stuff I don't feel I'm going to benefit anything from getting signed. I'm not going to benefit much from getting Preacher signed. Not financially anyway, because I'm never going to sell it. But I don't feel like I'm going to benefit in any way by getting Preacher signed. If I if I get signed, I'm going to feel like I can't read it now because I can't touch it because it's been signed, and it's all that sort of stuff. So what I'm doing is, and as well as that, to maximise the amount of signatures I'm going to get, I've got, and I hope this isn't too much. I've got 2 mini-series, and I've got 2 #1s that were limited edition covers for the comic that he did. There was another one as well. What was it? And another #1 issue. So with Garth Ennis, I've got War Stories #1, which is Good Girls Nose Art. So I'm going to get that signed by him, and hopefully Matt Martin, I'll be able to get that signed at some point in time in the future. The mini-series Caliban from Avatar Press, fantastic mini-series. I was so tempted to take the whole mini-series with me, but that would have meant me taking all of these comics plus the ones I'm going to show you. So I've whittled it down to 2 #1s that I've got that are limited edition covers. I thought I'll get them signed, and it'll be something nice. I might get them CGC'd, so they're slabbed. I've already got the #1 in this lot in any case, so if I want to reread it, I'll read it again. But it'll be nice, like reminder more than anything else of going to LSCC this year and meeting Garth Ennis, possibly one of my biggest, one of the biggest writers that I really enjoy reading all the time. Everything he does, I've got to get that. So I've got this one, which is the Final Frontier limited to 1500 cover of Caliban. So I'll get him to sign that, and hopefully at some point I'll be able to get Facundo Percio to sign it as well. So there's that one I'm going to get signed. I also have this one, which I thought was a really cool cover. It's the Silent Killer limited to 850 cover. So I'm going to get that one signed as well. There we go. I thought it was a really cool cover, so I'll get him to sign that somewhere. And then in the whole maximising the amount of signatures I get for each book, you probably saw me showing this set a few videos back when I said I was going to buy some doubles. So I'd have one set that didn't have a signature and another set that did have a signature, because I'm a little bit anal like that with my collection. This is the 4-issue miniseries that he did for DC Vertigo, and it's artwork by John Higgins, who will hopefully be at Free Comic Book Day at Forbidden Planet in Southampton. I've heard rumours, whether he will or not, I don't know, but I've heard rumours. So I've got Pride and Joy #1, #2, #3, and #4. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a double whammy, because not only will I be able to get Garth Ennis' signature Comic Con. Hopefully I'll get John Higgins' signature again as a reminder of Free Comic Book Day this year. So that's pretty good. Also, big fan of his Hitman that he did for DC Comics. I couldn't bring myself to take my first issue of Hitman with me to get signed. Again, it's one of those things that I don't feel I would gain anything by getting it signed. But because John McCree is going to be there as well, I've got this miniseries that I've had for ages and ages. Love the miniseries, love the series. It's one of those ones that I think if I get a chance to, I probably will buy a second set of them. So I've got one signed and one unsigned. But this is the original print from Caliber Press. Sorry, for Caliber Comics, which was Garth Ennis and John McCree's Dicks. There you go, that's number 1. I think that's number 1, is it? Yeah, issue 1. Issue 2. And number 3. That one's a bit of a piss take on his Preacher comic that he did. You've heard of Preacher, yeah. And number 4. So there's those. So that's those I'm going to be taking. So yeah, Garth Ennis is going to get writer's cramp by the time I'm finished with him. Now you've seen these ones because I showed you these ones in yesterday's video. So these are Dave Gibbons and Ian, Brian Boland. I keep on calling him Ian for some reason. Dave Gibbons and Brian Boland done the artwork for these comics, and it's the Power Comics, the miniseries. So that's number 1. I showed you these yesterday, but I'll show them again. There you go. They're all in numerical order, so there you go. And I remember once when I went to this art gallery in Salisbury, and they had a load. I think I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. They had a load of artists there, comic book artists there, and John Bolton was there. And I took a copy of the Dark Horse. What was it? Dark Horse Species comic book adaptation. And I think it was the first issue. It was the it was a 4-issue miniseries drawn by John Bolton. And I took it. I said, "Oh, can I ask to get this signed for me, please?" And I regret because I never actually got a sketch from him. I got a sketch from everybody else, but I didn't get a sketch from him. So, Mr. Bolton, if you're watching this, if we could meet up one time, go to the pub, have a chat, a few drinks. If you could do me a sketch as well, because I missed out on getting a sketch from you because I was I was a lot younger, so much younger than I am today, and I was just I didn't know my way around of how to approach people like this. I know there was a queue, and you sort of queued up and said, "Oh, can you sign this? Can I have this?" And it was only until after I met the next person where I saw people going, "Can I have a signature on this, or can I have a sketch?" And I came completely unprepared. I think I only brought a couple of comics with me, and I got those signed, and I was completely unprepared. And I got to John Bolton and I said, "Oh, can you sign this?" And he looked at it and he went, and he looked a bit puzzled. He looked at it again and he opened it up. He went, "Oh, I did do that." Oh, he goes, "I completely forgot I did that." And ever since then, I've always liked the idea of going up to an artist. This might sound strange, but going up to somebody who's done something, in the past, but something that's quite obscure that they forget that they've done. Because it's supposed to be almost like it's like reuniting somebody with friends, or if they didn't particularly like it, an enemy. So that's what I'm doing with this. Because I saw these, I was like, I've never heard of this before. And it seemed really sort of like random that Gibbons and Boland would do this. So yeah, that's why I'm getting this for. So this is what I'm getting these signed for. Plus, it has like 2 signatures on it. That's cool. So that's that. What else we got here? Oh, you saw this one. This is possibly the only one I'm going to get only 1 signature on, where I could possibly get 2 of. The chances of me getting Denny O'Neill's signature, I have no idea. I would love to be able to get this signature on this, but I can get Neil Adams hopefully. So I showed you this yesterday again, but I'll show it again. Superman versus Muhammad Ali, Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil. I'm going to get Neil Adams to sign this. I'm hoping that he's going to have something like a silver pen, because I'd love to have it on there. It's like a signature, Denny O'Neil. You know, even if it's like 2 Mark, you know, Denny O'Neil. That'd be awesome. It would be fantastic to have something like that done. So yeah, so there's that one for that. So that's sorted out. So that's sort of like, that's whittled. I'm not taking those anymore, so that's not too bad. Right, who else is going? Bill Swankovich. I have no idea if I pronounce his name right, because I'm terrible at pronouncing people's names. Anyway, Bill Swankovich, he's going. I love his artwork on Moon Knight in the 80s. So I've got these 2 covers here that I remember showing a few months ago. They're exactly the same cover, but just that one's an American Scent cover, which is the direct edition, and one is the British Pence cover. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to get him to sign both of those for me, and then maybe at some time, I won't do it at the show because I know CGC are expensive to have really done, but maybe later on when I get, you know, some money behind me and I become rich and famous from doing these videos, you never know, I'll get them CGC'd, and then I'll have them up and looking nice and that, signed sort of side by side, signed by Bill Swankovich. So yeah, so that's those 2 there. And also because he, like Ian Churchill on Marine Man, he basically did the whole thing on these books. I've been after these books for absolute ages, and yeah, I thought what a better way to celebrate having them than to get them signed by the guy himself. So it's the 4-issue mini-series from Epic Stray Toaster. So I think they're in numerical order. There's number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. There we go. Now, David Mack's going, from what I remember, and I've nearly got a complete set of Kabuki that he did for Icon Comics. Oh, no, Kirby. You alright, buddy? If you can hear that strange noise, it's Kirby. He's got a bit of a cough, so he's all right. He just wakes up every now and then and he has a bit of a cough and then goes back to sleep again. That's if you heard the noise. If you didn't hear the noise, don't worry about it. So yeah, so I've got these Kabukis here, which I'm in an hour and about taking. I might take issue 1 of Kabuki the Alchemy, and I've also got another Kabuki book somewhere around here, which was a prestige format thing. I can't remember where I put it, but I'm gonna have a quick look after when I get back home at that to see if I can find that and take that. But to take all of these and get them all signed, it's a bit, I don't know. Yeah, you know. So I might get issue 1 signed and the other Kabuki prestige format thing that I've got. But other than that, David Mack, I think you're going to be safe. You know, you're not going to get writer's cramp like Garth Ennis is. Now, John Romita Jr. I had this idea of taking his first work that he did on Spider-Man to get that signed, the first issue of Spider-Man that he did. Now he done, I think it was issue 208 of Amazing Spider-Man, which was his first artwork on that comic. I haven't got that. I couldn't get it. It was not ridiculously priced, but it wasn't money that I was willing to spend coming up to Comic-Con in any case. So I had another look at the second lot of artwork that he did for Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man, and it was the this is the volume 2 from issue 22 to 27. Now, I could take these with me. I could take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comics with me and go, can you sign these please, plus a couple of other bits and pieces. But I thought, no, I'm not going to take 7 comics with me, because it's going to be 7 comics that I'm going to be way laid down with to go with, you know, to the con with. So I'm not taking my Amazing Spider-Man comics. Okay, I could take Amazing Spider-Man 36, but again, it's one of those ones where if everybody who's involved in it were there, I probably would have taken it to get everybody to sign it. The fact that it's only John Romita Jr. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So I'm not gonna take these. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, which is issue 1 of Star Brand, which has got JR's artwork in it, which I thought would be pretty good to take. You know, I didn't even realise it was his artwork in it until I opened it up one day and started reading it again. I was like, I recognise that artwork. So I'm going to get him to sign that for me. Okay. And then I was looking through my graphic novels and my trades in that, and I was like, so Bob Layton is going to the con as well. Oh, I know what I've got. There's got Bob Layton and John Romita Jr. in it. And it's the Iron Man. It's a nice hardback as well. It's Iron Man Doom Quest. There you go. It's Bob Layton's artwork and John Romita Jr.'s artwork in it. Sounds fantastic. And it's another double header. So I'm gonna take this with me and get it signed. And again, nice thing there. Get it signed by both of them. You know, it's going to be a nice reminder of the day. So yeah, so I've whittled it down to still quite a lot, but not as many as I first feared. Those ones there, still a lot though. So there you go. So I'll be taking those with me. There might still be some more whittling down by the end of the day. You know, by the end of the day, or before I go to the train station to pick up the train with the other guys. Right. A little heads up for everybody who's going to the con. Hopefully, this video will be uploaded by the time, before the con happens, so you'll be able to see it before then. But a little heads up for everybody. Just some things you might think of, just forget that you might take, want to take. Now, first thing, this little black book. It's a list of all the comics that I'm looking for. Well, not all the comics I'm looking for, but the key ones that I'm looking for. Okay, so don't forget your lists. All right, because if you forget your list and you get there and you go, you're not going to remember what comics you got. I will, because I'm good like that, but you might not. So don't forget your list. Charge your mobile or any devices that you're going to be using to take pictures with. Okay, don't forget to do that. Also, if you've got your mobile or if you've got a memory card in your camera or whatever, make sure that everything that's on the phone and everything that's on the card is either being wiped off, or at least the card in the mobile phone is empty, because otherwise you're going to get to the con and you're going to go, can I take your picture? To some cosplayers in a really cool Iron Man costume, or in a really nice Spider-Man costume or Supergirl costume, and you're going to go, I've got no space. So don't forget that. So charge up your devices, empty your devices, make sure they're working fine, make sure the flash is okay, get yourself used to using it. Don't forget that. If you're taking anything, if you're meeting anybody up there and you're taking anything, don't forget to take them with you. All right? Don't forget to take them with you. What else? Anything like spectacles that you might need, don't forget to take them. What else is there? I like taking my little Swiss Army knife just in case, because you never know when somebody might need a can opened, or it's got a toothpick on there as well, and little tweezers and everything. So don't forget that. If you're a cosplayer, I'm not a cosplayer myself, but if you're a cosplayer, safety pins and possibly duct tape. Don't forget that. What else is there? I don't think I've got them here actually, but I know I've got some. Here we go. These are a godsend. If you ever go into KFC, in Kentucky Fried Chicken, anywhere, pick up a load of these. They don't care. They don't mind. They don't care. Hand wipes. Seriously, hand wipes. You just crack them open, wipe your hands with them, and you're away. Done. Hand wipes. I know they've got toilets there and they've got washing facilities there and everything, but if you're walking around the con, unless you're really busting to go to the toilet, you don't really want to be sort of like going to the loo and missing everything. Hand wipes. Well, I'm taking them anyway. What else is there? What else is there? What else is there? I think that's it. I think the only other thing that you really, 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 really need to take, and you probably just saw it then when I flashed it up like that, is this deodorant. Okay, I don't care who you are. Last year that place was hot. Okay, there were a shed load of people there, all breathing in oxygen and metabolizing carbon dioxide, and that place got flipping well hot in there. I'm usually quite a cool guy and a cool character. I was sweating buckets. Okay, so because there's nothing worse than standing in a queue waiting to get something signed by somebody or getting a sketch from someone, or even just walking past someone and getting a whiff of their personal hygiene or lack of. Now, of course, it doesn't, just because you walk past somebody and they smell, doesn't mean that they're the stinky person who don't wash themselves. What I'm saying is, it's just if you've got something like that in your bag, you just and you go away. You can get signed by people. You don't feel worried or embarrassed about anything if you can smell it or anything like that. So take it. I think that's it. I think that's all. Yeah. Oh, if you're going in a group of people, make sure everybody's got everybody's number. Okay. Nobody gets lost. Nobody gets left behind. LSCC's got a map up on there. Always make sure you've got somewhere where you can meet up if somebody gets lost or anything like that. So you can sort of send them a text message going, I don't know where I am. You can't put GPS chips in people at the moment, so it's always handy. Anything else? Money. Don't forget to take your money and your wallet, all right? Because otherwise, oh, and your ticket as well. You forgot that. Nothing worse than getting to a venue and they go, can see your ticket, and you go, no, you can't. Now, no, LSCC, they've got the digital tickets as well now. So you just like flash your mobile phone up at them and they go, cheers, and they walk off. So it's not too bad, but I know some people might print them off, not have their mobile, not have the ability to do that with their mobile phone. So don't forget your ticket, okay? And I suppose one other thing is just don't forget to have fun. All right, we're all there for the same reason. We're all there to meet people and see people dressed up in our favourite characters and buy comics and see stuff and listen to people talk. Have fun. I think that's about it. Yeah? Okay. Right. Oh, I think it's time I uploaded this video now. The next time you see me may very well be at the con, if things go well and I'm putting videos up on YouTube. If I'm not, the next time you'll see me will be possibly Saturday night for a live haul video. Okay, all according to how knackered I am after the convention, you may see me Saturday night for a live haul video. If not, it will more likely be Sunday night, but I'll be advertising on the YCC what's going on. I think that's it. I think that's all I need to do. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that'd be great. Always great to see new people subscribe to my channel. If you want to comment on anything you've seen here, comment section down below. That's what it's there for. Comment section down below. If you better up actually. If you I'll be going half hour. If you want to thumbs up the video, awesome stuff. Thumbs it up. If you want to thumbs it down, fine, thumbs it down. I don't care. But if you do thumbs it down, say why you thumbs it down. There's nothing more annoying. Well, I wouldn't even say annoying, just baffling of why people thumbs things down when it's just somebody showing comics off, and why somebody would thumb a videos down and not say why they thumbs it down. If you thumbs it down and there's a decent reason why you thumbs it down, say, because it's the only one going to make these videos better for everybody to enjoy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that just leaves me to say, if you're going to the con tomorrow, have a fantastic day. Hope to see you there. Maybe get a few pictures of each other, do a video, whatever. Just say hi. If you are not going to the con tomorrow, I'm sorry for you, but I still hope you have a fantastic day tomorrow and at least something geeky related happens to you. And yeah, just love the comics that you read and be nice with each other. And I'll see you later on. Hopefully tomorrow night. Maybe. Ta-ta for now.